Okay. We should be live now, I'm fairly certain. Hoping that's the case. Let's see. Okay, the stream is on. Let me just put on the sound so I can make sure I'm coming through okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like I'm fine there. So stream is on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another impromptu drawing stream with yours truly, your pal Misk. We're doing it a bit of a weird time today, a little earlier than usual when I'm streaming in the evening, but it's a Sunday, so I'm switching things up a little bit. Oh, just a second, everybody. Almost forgot to put my phone on mute. That would have been awkward. Yeah. Conditions mean that I don't think I can make a huge stream today. Definitely can't go more than a couple hours. And yeah, I just thought we'd do it early in the day. Change things up a little bit. So here we are. Hope that's okay with everybody. Let's see how that works for anybody tuning in to watch if I stream at this time of the day. Before we get any deeper, let's go to our favorite video game music channel. That's rainwave.cc, specifically the game channel. Put on some video game music. Currently some Blaze Blue is playing here. It's nice. Yeah, if you the folks want to vote yourselves on what music plays on this, then yeah, rainwave.cc, the video game channel specifically, you can go have a listen there. Yeah, so, continuing our drawing stream trend lately, we're going to pick up where we left off earlier in the week. Was it Monday when I streamed? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was about Monday. We have been doing these sketches of some Marvel Comics characters. We've done Rocket Raccoon. We've done Squirrel Girl. Last time we did Luke Cage, and we started Black Widow, who we'll be working on today. And let's see who else we're going to be starting. I have this list of the characters I want to draw. Oh, nice. Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver version of the bicycle music. Perfect catch of music. Charming. Yeah, we still have Spider-Man and Wolverine, as well as Ms. Marvel and Storm on the docket, so we'll see. After we get Black Widow done, we'll move to one of the lads again. We'll make a die roll to see which of these two it's gonna be. Both of them I'm terrified of, like, oh, the prospect of drawing, I mean, like, both of these are gonna be challenging to, like, realize, but we'll figure it out, right? We'll figure it out. Okay. This is part of the project where I am making character sheets for a tabletop RPG game that I might be running at a convention using the Marvel Multiverse RPG rules. And I wanted to make like these custom character designs for that rather than leave it for. Rather than just look up some ready picture from online. I thought it'd be fun. Look, you know, little sketches there. Oh my god, it's Sonic! The classic Green Hill Zone. How cute. So, oh, excuse me. Saw my background there again. My bad. I already did a couple changes here from the last stream. I added a couple of little elbow pads here for Black Widow. I was looking at some pictures of Black Widow, and like she's got like kind of like elbow and knee pads, so I'm thinking I'll add like a couple of light pads for her in some of the costumes she's been featured in, so that should be fun. But also I need to make a change on this very early image here. It's this holster here, right? I thought about this. I looked at some pictures because like she kind of has like at least some versions, like the Scarlett Johansson version. She has like a pair of pistol holsters. But the thing is, they're like to the side of her, like, leg. That was the way I was positioned and the way this leg is positioned, that would have been on the front. So I think it's more appropriate that it is here, like this. Probably looks better on the image too, so I'm gonna do like that. Just there we go. I'm thinking... Should this still be like... Should she be more like this? Does that look more natural if she's a little bit taller still? Did I draw her back too short? I don't know. It's hard because I made like this little foreshortening weird image here, but... I think I might make her like a little bit taller like that is better. Otherwise I'd have to shrink the head down, methinks. So we'll do that, but... Add a quick switch up there to add that holster there. I think, yeah, it would have been weirdly, like, if you imagined her standing from the front, the pistols would have been, like, weirdly on the front of her thighs, based on that position there. Or her leg would have been twisted really weirdly. Point is, I think it's better that it's, like, right there, like so. Right? Yeah. So, but yeah, let's continue our sketching today, see where we get. I picked, again, picked a intimidating pose here, like intimidating in terms of drawing. Maybe it's also intimidating you as a viewer. I'm like, oh my goodness. She got some crinkles in her outfit already. Just a little bit of like the anatomy shapes here. I'm adding a little guides there so I can figure out how it's supposed to go, but yeah, I think it's about like so. Ooh, what's this track? This is WCW versus NWO World Tour. I wonder what this... The music is by Hideaki Mitsui, so this is one of those Japanese-made wrestling games. I wonder what console this song is for. My first reaction, it was some, like, Mega Man song I've never heard before, but sure, why not? This is what's neat. This is the menu theme. Pretty cool. And a little belt there. This sounds like such a Mega Man music. It's crazy. I wonder if Hideaki Matsui has worked on like has worked previously on like a Mega Man game, because like this is such a Mega Man sounding, like specifically X, of course, right? Like not exactly original Mega Man, but Mega Man X has music like this. This could totally be like a Sigma Fortress theme. I was like this. I think I was planning on this being a grenade originally or something. So I got a canister, but I was like, maybe let's have it be a magazine for one of the guns instead, right? Over there we can add a little. Kind of looks like one of those like circular grenades again. I don't know. Go. Right. I don't really know what a gun holster looks like, so I'll do my best drawing it here. So the reason I can't stream super long today is that I want to keep this in a couple of hours at most, which hopefully we can still get one image done, and then we can at least start up the next one. I had a bit of a spill earlier this week. I had a bit of an accident, and I hurt my lower back to some extent, and it's been easier and easier to sit every day. Like, it happened on Tuesday evening, and Wednesday was a nightmare, but like, it's gotten better, although it looks terrifying. Like, I have this horrible bruise on one of my buttocks. It's like, wow, like it's like I'm infected with the T virus or something. So basically I can't, it's better that I don't like do this super long. But honestly, right now, just getting to do a little bit of a stream and gap with you guys for a while is Honestly, it feels like therapy in itself, honestly, so... Hold on. I gotta look up what a Red 92 looks like. It's kind of the gun I'm imagining. That feels like a very Black Widow-ish gun, so... Okay. Something like that, then. I don't need to get too heavy with the details, but, you know, something that at least, like, maybe some gun aficionado can be like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of a Beretta there. Yeah. So, yeah, what happened for the curious was I have an had, I suppose is the correct term now, I had an office chair for my computer chair, and one evening I leaned on it, and the back gave out, and it, like, fell off of my chair, and basically since I was leaning against it hard, I fell after the chair, like the back of the chair. So I fell off my chair with it already been kind of bad, kind of like bump like that, but the kind of crossbar on the back of the chair that connects it to the like seat part was sticking upwards. So I fell right on top of that, and it smashed like into my lower back, as mentioned. And thankfully, yeah, like, I'm very grateful. I guess that's kind of what the arses are for, is for absorbing blows. Like, yeah, like, I didn't break anything as far as I can tell. No bones were broken, nothing bad. My skin was broken, but it's not like I got, like, mega impaled by it. So, you know, good on that front. But, like, it did, like, swell up and bruise, and then over the days, the swelling abated, but the bruise got worse and worse and worse. I have been assured by family members that, like, that's fine. A little bit of bruising can be dealt with, but it looks awful again. Like, I think I feel like I have, like, the T-virus infection on me, you know? The weird red and black splotch that's been steadily growing for a couple days. Today it feels like it finally chillaxed on that front. Sorry, I got a message on my phone I gotta answer real quick. That's obnoxious. A little bit, I admit, but... Sorry, guys. Listen to some Ori and the Blind Forest music here for a second while I really quickly... Yeah, sorry everybody, back to the drawing, why don't we? Shallower. I don't know, I'm really struggling. I knew I'd also struggle with Black Widow, and you know what I'm struggling is probably kind of a dumb thing, but like this full body catsuit thing, I'm not like, I'll draw like some folds like that there, you know? And that'll, like, give the energy of, like, a... suit on, but like, I don't know, otherwise I'm kind of struggling how to draw this. And I think that's gonna be her other leg, and just shade that like full black, just like kind of like give a little bit of like death illusion there. I think it's a good idea. I wonder if I should put like something here as well, just as a little thingy. I don't know what thingy that could be on her belt, but like she seems to have like a bunch of utility stuff on her, you know, outfit looking at the stuff. Yeah, alright, I think, well, that happened surprisingly handily. I think we kind of got her sketch done. So, I believe next we can start sketching the like line art part, and hope for the best. The hair I've just kind of done whatever the hell, so we'll see if I can make it look decent on this next phase. Ooh. I'm gonna make it a little bit less thick. Kind of try to match, you know, I'm not specifically trying to like an MCU look. I mean, you know, Squirrel Girl isn't in the MCU, so I ended up drawing her like, you know, looking like Marvel Rivals mainly, but I'm kind of like looking at general references and also kind of making it up as I go along. But for her hair, I am kind of looking at ScarJo, who has like this very, you would almost say Fallout-ish. It's got like that old like 60s kind of like puffy curl hair that was popular with ladies of the time. I don't know, should you actually have more of a forehead visible here? Struggling with this side. Some images she's got like a little forehead curl, but otherwise it's like more swept on this side, so. Ooh, she's got a little more intense there with the. Yeah, like that's a really intense look in her eye there. That's what they call a happy accident. One of our players in this specific Marvel game kept using that term, who was practicing art. I like that. It's classic. Is Bob Ross is the guy who there's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. So it's on my brain now. Delightfully positive attitude. Take. Nope, that's the wrong one. I don't know. I saw a very specific YouTube short specifically about this. Is like you get the one eye good, and then you start screwing up with the second one. No kidding. Like I don't know. Like, the explanation that. That video gave was basically like you don't do the eyes like kind of at the same time to match in the like very early sketching phase, so they end up not going super great. So, you know, am I just gonna have to slap a eye patch on her, like make her have Nick Fury energy for some reason. Ooh, that's making me... Maybe it's too late, but like, I'm just... Ooh. She would look really cool with like a beret on. Ooh, hold on, just really quickly for funsies. No, wrong player. Is it too, Nah, that better not. For a second, I was like, "Oh man." Black Widow with a beret would be fun, but let's back up all. Let's just not do that. But I'll have to consider that someday, maybe, if I do revisit this idea. Like, I think it will work. I mean, it's a little bit cammy from Street Fighter, but what are you gonna do? I think I got a... Yeah, first of all, this eyebrow... Yeah, that's why I hadn't drawn it there. Supposed to really be hugging her. Hugging her eyeball there. Because this looks really good. I really like the look of there. Guess that looks alright. We'll go with that. Now, let's see. I did want her to have like a popped collar thing going on here, so... I should go back to a thicker line art, and I should increase stabilization, although it's been going fine. But, yeah. Ooh, I'm already doing a little bit of that, like, extra deep shading there. I should really save that for another layer, but... Oh well. Now, did we get the next song? We did. We got the weapons theme from Final Fantasy VII, the original weapon raid. Fantastic. That second CD of FF7 is so fantastic. It's my favorite. The vibes are immaculate. The like, oh my god, energy of it, and the weapons are a big favorite. This music is a big favorite of that. Like, I really love the like energy of this. When this got remixed in Rebirth, I don't think those episodes are out yet. But we got Rebirth. It already is heard when you encounter the weapons for the first time in the Corel reactor. So that episode's out. But there's also an episode I've already recorded in the Gongaga part, where like this song is featured in like this like ominous version, and it's great. It was like immediately like fanboy mode. Got pretty big on that part. Make it look a little bit like a glove, so there's like a little bit of like wrinkles there. I really wasn't cooking all that much with these Tonfa things she's wielding. I just kind of wasn't making shit up, and I don't know. It's not that interesting of a design, I feel like. Oh well. It looks kind of crappy. Hold on. Let's do this instead. Let's do like this, and let's erase here, since this part should... Like, yeah, I'm thinking like it's like slightly disconnected. Ooh, this is Metroid music, right? Oh, no, my bad. It's the other Super Nintendo legend. It's Link to the Past. The Sanctuary Dungeon. There you go. Oh, another classic tune. Yeah, there you go. Like, if I had let the song play until that started up, I would have been like, oh, yeah. I still feel like this looks wrong, right? Like, it should... Fortunately, I think I sketched it wrong. Like, this is bad, because I'm, like, doing this without a... Ooh. Doing this without a guide, but it really should, like, be... matching the length of her arm, you know? So this is closer to what we're looking for. There we go. Something like that. I'm not super happy with that, but I can't really make it work. Let's draw like a little scene going here. That makes it look a little bit like a... suit. Now let's work on this one here. What is this tune? It's Kenji Ito from Puzzle and Dragons. Alright. Pretty sure I've heard Kenji Ito's name, but I gotta admit I'm actually blanking on what music he did, apart from Puzzle and Dragons, whatever that is. So not familiar with that one. I think her hand looked a little too thick there, so I'll do like that instead. This one might be good for a line tool. Honestly. It's a very thin line. What have I been drawing that I needed such thin lines for? I don't know. It's a little thick. A little thick. What? Might be okay. kind of want it to be thick here at this end for that foreshortening effect, so... There we go. Hey, look, it's looking a bit foreshortened now. Alright. Took the wrong tool again. It's fine. Yeah, last couple of days nursing my wounded back, like, yeah, I don't know. I've been able to work on the computer some amount, so I've done some work, but, yeah. Last Saturday, I kind of just loped around. I watched a whole bunch of movies that I've had I've gotten for my movie shelf that I have not had a chance to watch in a while, so it's glad this was a good excuse to have a little bit of a movie day. Watched, already on Friday, I watched Lucio Fulci's Zombie 2, or I believe it's the UK where it was known as Zombie Flesh Eaters. That was a legendary zombie movie from my childhood, actually, like when me and my friend were looking up stuff we shouldn't be looking at online, as young lads. There were clips of specifically Zombie 2, so really happy that like it's now out on Blu-ray release, so I can actually just have that movie now. Very cool movie. And I also, what else did I watch today? On Saturday, I watched. I watched 2 different Star Treks. I watched Wrath of Khan #2, and I watched Final Frontier, the #5. So some would say I watched the best and the worst. But funny how that went. I gotta say, the very opening of Final Frontier is fantastic. The scene where Cybok rides up to that guy in the desert. That feels like a whole other movie, and it's like very evocative. Cybok is great vibes there. It's too bad about, well, most of the rest of the movie. I'll also say Cybok, the way he goes out is also fantastic. When he's been doing that annoying share me your pain thing the whole movie. And then he has the chutzpah to say it to quote-unquote God at the end. Fantastic stuff. That was like really cool. It's funny, like he's really annoying, but he's like also like very interesting as a character, I guess. I don't know. Lawrence Luckinbill, something like that was his name, I believe. And what other movie? I watched a couple other movies. I watched, it should be more like this. This is super hard, this, like, drawing these, like, wrist guns, widow stingers. Actually, like, not doing this, like, row of cylinders. Good lord. Yeah, I watched Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Shockingly good, despite being a movie which is all about Jason not being around, you know? For those who don't know, Jason gets blown up really early in that movie. But he becomes like a possessing ghost kind of thing, so he's still kind of in the movie, but most of the time it's not like Jason. So, you know, it certainly mixed reaction, you know, to that choice, but if you can get over that fact, I think it's a pretty solid Friday movie. Pretty delighted by it. And one other movie I still had time for to watch was Swamp Thing, the 82 adaptation of Swamp Thing by Wes Craven. Probably the worst movie of this batch of movies I watched. That's right, I think it's worse than Star Trek V, which is like whatever, but like there's like good performances and like good scenes, like I just explained. Like it isn't like a total wash, but Swamp Thing is I don't know. There's so much of just Swamp Thing wandering around and tossing guys in the water. Like the bad guys just get tossed in the swamp water all the time instead of like, you know, anything in particular. He eventually crushes a guy's head with his bare hand. Like, it finally feels like something, you know? But outside of that, I didn't find it a super compelling film. I've seen it once before, and I watched like again now, and like, nah, probably last time I'm watching Swamp Thing, I don't know. Never say never. I got it on Blu-ray, so, you know, in case I feel like I gotta get my Swamp Thing on again. Okay, hello, here's someone in the chat. Dread27 asking, hold on, is this some kind of weird auto-translation thing? That's super weird, because your text came to me in Finnish. Hold on, that's super weird. Hi, did you do Tony Stark yet? No, I haven't actually, and unfortunately Tony Stark is not one of the characters I'll be doing out of my, planned list. Yeah, that is super weird. That's some kind of weird, like, translation setting on YouTube. That's distracting. I'll have to figure out how to turn that off someday. But yeah, no, I have... This is the list of characters I'm planning on drawing, ultimately, over these streams. Luke Cage, Rocket Raccoon, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and then on the last side, Black Widow, Ms. Marvel, Squirrel Girl, and Storm. The goal is, I'm trying to go for, like, kinda street-level characters who would be appropriate for an adventure set entirely in Manhattan. And Tony Stark is, well, he's on the cusp, because it's also a Doctor Doom-focused adventure that I'm planning. This is all for the Marvel Multiverse RPG, as mentioned. So it's gonna be like, these are for character sheets in an RPG. So, like, yeah, you could have Iron Man in there, but I wanted, because again, I only have 8 characters, and I wanted to have like a couple of oddball picks here. So that's why Luke Cage and Rocket got in the, roster here. I thought Spider-Man and Wolverine had to be shoe-in so that there's, like, fan favorites. Can you put Spider-Man in his iconic hanging upside down pose? Is asked in the chat. I have really been dwelling on what I'm gonna do about that. So I have not decided yet what I'm gonna do for Spider-Man. If we really quickly look at the images we've done already, we've got 3 characters done over the previous streams. Here's my take on Rocket, just like kind of looking a little smug, posing with a huge gun. And here's my take on Squirrel Girl, with Tippy Toe here, trying to look kind of badass there, very much based on the Marvel Rivals look. And here's just Luke Cage looking kind of tough. Yeah, you know, and after I did these are kind of static poses, really, just kind of standing there poses. With Black Widow, I was really struggling what to do. I ended up kind of drawing her. Oh, what's that weird streak there, by the way? Hold on. I don't know what happened there. I ended up doing like this dynamic pose, so I could technically do one for Spider-Man that's also dynamic. I do admit I was also thinking about the upside down pose. You are correct. Like, it would be kind of a fun kind of, hey guys, kind of look if he's like kind of upside down on the rope and kind of waving at the viewer. And it would kind of match the kind of standing around posing energy of these rather than the more dynamic thing I decided to do for Natasha here. But yeah, I'm still thinking. The other one I'm thinking is like similar to Natasha, something that's like foreshortening, like I guess I'll really quickly. What I'm kind of thinking for Spidey. hold on. Just a really quick sketch here. Kind of hand here that's doing the thwippies. Oh gosh. Hold on, I'm doing the thwippies with my own hand. Kind of like that. Connects to the shoulder. So his head, it would be somewhere there. And his other hand would be here with the web string coming. And I guess, like, leg would be kind of like... Or maybe this would be doing the kind of crouch thing. I don't know. But anyway, him like mid-swing, shooting out his, like, next web, you know? That's what I've kind of been dwelling in my brain for what I could do for Spidey, but I might go for the upside, because that just might be easier for me to draw. I know I'm kind of challenging myself here a little bit, and just Spider-Man in general is going to be a challenge to draw, because, oh my god, all those web patterns, so maybe, oh shit, I forgot, I had the Natasha picture open on that. Yeah, hold on. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Florgan! Oh god, oh no, is there any way to I just got rid of all the line art work I did for Natasha when I... Oh shoot, that was a bad move from me. Oh, Florgan, I did not mean to do that. And I had her line art real good too. Oh shoot. Oh god. Oh, here's a couple more comments from Dread27 in chat. Typical for the raccoon having a big gun. Yeah, this was like instant in my brain for what kind of pose I wanted to do for Rocket. It's just like kind of looking a little cheeky with like a ridiculously big gun to contrast his smaller frame. Yeah. And another newer question, what's your favorite Spider-Man costume? My favorite is Miles Morales. Miles has a really good costume. They really cooked on that outfit, like, when they came up with that, for sure. So I definitely agree with that. What is my favorite Spider-Man costume? I'm always impressed that they can come up with, like, new kind of variants for just Peter Parker's costume. Like... He kind of has a bit of a unique identity whenever he shows up in, like, different media, even though it really is just that same formula. Like, he's got, like, little pads on in Marvel Rivals, and he's got, like those interesting lines in his suit he ends up with in the Tom Holland movies. What's my favorite? I'll need to think about that. Sorry, give me just a second. I'll think about that, because I'm looking up this recovering unsaved files. Oh, shoot. Okay, canvas. Do I have canvas restoration on? Also, this is like 8 years old. Oh, dear. Ah, crap. Yeah, this is a real rookie mistake from me. Like, I did the Spider-Man layer on a different layer, just a quick sketch for funsies. And then I went to close that, forgetting it was my Black Widow file, and I had not saved any of the line art I had done, and I had done such a good job, too. Well, this is a real bummer, but... this is gonna happen sometimes. Now, I'm just quickly checking if I can restore... document backup? Okay. Well, I loaded up a document backup, and it appears to just be Luke Cage, and that's the... there's no document backup from this day. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, no. Well, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. So, I'm just gonna have to redraw her. Oh, shoot. Oh well. Okay. We'll take this in stride. Dread27 says, I have a Lego Marvel Spider-Man set. A mech that comes with Spider-Man, Peter Parker specifically, and Anti-Venom. That's an interesting combo of characters. It's a mech too, huh? Okay. That sounds fun. I won't deny that one. I don't think I have any Marvel Legos. I've only bought one Lego in the last 15 years, I think. So it was not a Marvel guy, but... Oh yeah, we were talking about my favorite Spider-Man costume. Oh gosh. I can't actually think of one immediately. I've had to look up a bunch of Spider-Man images to remind, because like I'm always impressed that they can squeeze out kind of fresh new designs for him. But also they also end up being a little bit samey. You know what? I'll just say Spider-Gwen right now. Just for the interim, I'll just say go Spider, because like, damn, they got really nailed that, like, making a really like evocative outfit for Spider version of Gwen Stacy. It's definitely an all-timer. Oh, I guess I should also mention, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's really funny, is I learned about Spider-Boy recently. Like, they introduced the youngest Spider character they've ever done, who's like a 11-year-old kid, I think. He actually has like a really fun, goofy outfit. I enjoyed Spider-Boy's design. I have not read any of the comics that he shows up in, but I am amused by the concept of teeny tiny spider guy. So, yeah. Ah, shoot. Well, now here we are again, back at stage 1 of this image. Okay. Hey, you learn from your mistakes, right? So I'm probably never going to make that mistake a second time. Or if I am, definitely not a third time, but... Right, so, I have to fix this. The problem was, I was really happy with how it had turned out there, so, like, that's why, like, I wish I could restore that. Also, I used to have a Miles Morales mech, but past me used to disassemble Lego sets, but I kept the Miles Morales in the jacket and dual mold legs. Aha! Okay, that sounds cool. I haven't kept up with the Lego all that much, so I'm not sure what kind of the Marvel sets are right now. I do remember they do always, like, in the past Lego would make, like, those, like, here's this crazy, goofy, over-the-top vehicle for this character. Sound like, yeah, I guess, yeah, some big mech for Spider-Man makes about as much sense as any other Lego, so... There we go. Fix that there, like so. Sorry, I'm still really quickly looking at Google, like, here, like, if I want to load up those, like, But Right, okay, someone in the comments says if you, like, closed it when it asked about saving, you can't recover that, so I think I'm foobar on that. Oh, jeez. Okay. How long have I been streaming? Floor again, 50 minutes, so, like, that was like half an hour of work probably, given all my faffing about, yammering about nonsense in the middle there that I just lost. Ah, that's annoying. I'm sorry, I don't want this energy for the stream, obviously, but what a bummer. Like, it's not that I have to redo it, really. It's because I was really happy with the handiwork I had done by then, so... Like, am I going to do as good a time, you know, as good a work this time, you know? I have no idea, but there's nothing you can do but take another shot. Right, hold on. That's the thing I changed on my first go, is I think back needs to be a little bit longer, so we're gonna lower it like that. Like so. I don't know, this is, I guess, a walkie-talkie or something? I'm not sure what I was coming up with to put here on her belt, so... Kind of was just like, hey, let's put another thingy on her belt. Ooh, this is a jammer of a song. Which one is this? Nitronic Rush. I have never heard of that video game, but okay. Into the memory bank it goes as a game with hype music. Oh right, I meant to put the... That's what I started the stream with, is what drew these like little elbow pads here, so let's just add those there real quick as well. And right, yeah, I decided that this would be a magazine for the gun instead of a grenade that I originally planned, so let's see if I can... Guess that kind of looks like it, I don't know. Like that. I'm going to go to another stream. Good luck with restoring Black Widow. Hey, thank you. Thanks for dropping by. It was lovely yammering about Marvel. So have a nice other stream, and a lovely Sunday to you, my friend. All right. Bye-bye. For the rest of you, whether you're watching this live or you are popping in to watch this VOD, that's still much appreciated. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope my sad vibes here of screwing up that image don't affect you too much. I'm trying to... But now I'm like really speed painting, because like I'm like, god damn it. Sucks. It sucks that I let that happen. Like, what was I thinking, you know? Oh well. Gotta look up that Beretta again. Hold on, I'm gonna look at that reference image. Thought I had the Beretta rather handily there. There we go, there's that image again. So let's have it be about there-ish. There should be like a bit like this. And something like this. Damn it, I already feel like this is worse than my first go, right? Like, gosh. Now I'm like overcooking my brain here. I'm like, could I download an image from the stream before everything was ruined? That's not gonna happen, so yeah, just have to suck it up and salvage what I can. I thought this was Kingdom Hearts music. Yeah, there we go. Looked it up. Let's take a hydration real quick, everybody, you know, before we get too frustrated here. There we go. Well, I know I said I wasn't going to go more than 2 hours today on account of the blow to the back I took, but now that I want to kind of make up for my idiocy, I'm thinking I might actually go a little bit longer than 2 hours, because, like, so mad. There we go. Alright. I would say I have somehow recovered from that earlier mistake with the, like, sketch part of it. Oh, we can fix this right now. Like, I determined this when we were drawing the line art, that this should be way more like this. Like that. Just way more like kind of, even more like kind of matching the length of her hand. Okay. Shoot. Well, hey, in maybe 15 minutes, if we're lucky, we're gonna just be laughing at this predicament. But at the risk of screwing this up again, I'm gonna... let's take a break at this point of 5 minutes or so. Get a little quick reset here, everybody. And once that's done, we're gonna be able to tackle this job much easier, right? Much easier. Yeah. I'm gonna stand up, get some more water, fix my brain, and we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see where we get with Mrs. Widow here. But it's all good. Catch you all in 5 or so minutes, and let's see how we do. Bye. And we're back. Ready for our day of today's stream. Ooh. So I'm not gonna... There we go. Now we return to redoing the line art of Black Widow, which you already saw that I had done pretty dang well there. Ugh. Thought this break would help clear my head, but here we are. Oh well. It's funny, I was pretty far with the thing too. Oh, hold on. Before we go, I should... put a couple straps there for the holster. Oh yeah, and her other leg, as I mentioned. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll give it our go. We'll give it our best at this point in restoring the overlay image. But it's like I said, in the end, I got her... Ooh. I got her eyes, like, pretty much exactly how I wanted them, so... So, like, it is so... just burns me up that, like, that there's no way for me to, get that back, you know? But... we shall endure. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. So, yeah, I think the hairline should be about there-ish. And let's get the smaller one for this one again. That really carefully there. Well, that still looks fine, you know. Don't know about the mouth, though, but hope it's okay. Now, what was it that I did last time that I had to, like... Right, I did to start with the shoulder pad here. I'll already draw these here a little bit. That's some sloppy work, though. See, I'm rushing myself, and that's not good. After my failures last time, I'm now doing a bit of a rush job here. Let's switch to a thicker... Back to a thicker... Back to the thicker ink pen there. There we go. Now, how does that... I'm gonna mess with the eye a little bit again. I don't know what's wrong with... Yeah, well, like I said, watched that video. I watched that one video, on our tip video on YouTube that was like... You struggle with the eyes because you like do the one and then... the next one. But that one looks actually really good. Hold on, am I just... Yeah, I actually like how that turned out. Oh, but what I maybe don't like is... Probably that line there should be a little more like that. Oh, wow. There might be an actual Marvel video game music coming up. I'm not sure if the votes are going to make it because there's a requested song in the voting coming up with it, but I'm going to try and vote for that. That'd be fun. It's a real banger of a song, too, if we are lucky enough to get it. That would be a great pick-me-up for the sitch we find ourselves in. Right, let's draw this one now. Oh, right, let's go back to that one. Do that. Alright, let's do that line tool again. We used thickness 7 because, like, actually works kinda well. That thickness, but we gotta definitely reduce the thickness on this end, you know? I think I drew this hand last time first, then I started working on this. Trying to trace my steps here on my what I was doing earlier. Let's see. I don't know what these little holies I drew here are, but like Snake's suit has them in at least Metal Gear Solid 2, and like Black Widow has that energy, so I just thought I'd put them on the suit as a little MGS reference. I never did watch the Black Widow movie, but I am told that it is supposedly the closest thing to a Metal Gear Solid movie, which I thought Winter Soldier already was that, but apparently Black Widow even more so, according to some trusted sources in my circles. I don't know. Oh, fun. We got a Sonic Heroes song here. This is Ocean Palace. So this would be at the start of Sonic Heroes, right? Ocean Palace is the first level, right? And everyone did the levels in the same order, too, right? In Sonic Heroes. It wasn't like Blaze and Sonic in Sonic Rush, where you got them in slightly different orders. Yeah, that groovy guitar lick there, I'm suddenly remembering. Sonic very well. Delightful. Now, what's the voting situation? Oh, shoot. I don't think the Captain America... Yeah, it was going to be Captain America and from the original Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. We could have maybe gotten that as the song, but it's not winning in the voting at all right now, so... Dang it. I'm not usually that hyped for the voting here, but, like, this time it would have been so appropriate, so... Oh, well. Right, this is where the... Hold on. That's where the elbow pad is. There we go. Ooh, I struggled with these right when I was drawing. Let's do that in a second. I'll try to get this one to work first. Let's finish the baton here before I get on with that. Go. There we go. What was I yammering about before we had a nice little Marvel discussion with that friendly viewer? I was talking about movies because I've had a whole movie night while nursing my back. Whole movie day, more appropriately. Next movie I'm looking forward to, or... Well, I am looking forward to it, not just like I'm not going to go see it. The next movie I'm going to go see, Mortal Kombat 2, with Carl Urban. Oh, man. I love Carl Urban, so pretty jazzed for a Carl Urban-led Mortal Kombat movie, taking Johnny Cage in a bit of a different direction from his usual vibes. Well, not that crazy, but him being, like, old and washed up is different from just being washed up, I feel like, you know. Although he was an old guy in, at least in Mortal Kombat 10. Right? Like, X, whatever you want to call it, right? I remember that whole, because he was like a little team leader. Because that was the whole thing in the next one, in 11, with all the time travel shenanigans. Like, young Johnny shows up again and is an annoying old douchebag guy. Was old Johnny still around in the plot at that point? I can't remember. I swear he was like, oh my god, young me is so annoying. This is the wrong tool. This is the sketch pen. Dang it. Yeah, you can hear we got the Kirby music. We did not get Captain America's theme from Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Oh well. It's an iconic one too. Like, if I think of like songs from that, that's like maybe my first one that comes to mind. That or Doctor Doom's theme song is like so good. Or actually, you know, I think about like, if I think of classic Marvel vs. Capcom, that comes to mind. In MVC 3, definitely Nova has the hypest song. It's like ridiculous how good Nova's theme song is. A lot of them have good songs, but like Nova like really sticks out. Like, good lord, they were cooking. And in MVC Infinite, which I realize is the one people want to forget about, but Ultron's theme song is fantastic. They really got Ultron's cold machine energy perfectly there, so I definitely gotta hand it to them for Ultron's theme. Should I put like a little... Does that look weird? Because they're looking at her mouth there. Does it look too weird? Maybe we should just leave her mouth blank. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're about to get where we left off before I accidentally deleted my work, so I might not make a save here then to avoid further tragedy. There we go. That sure was unfortunate, but so it goes. Yeah, I remember now. I was like struggling to get the like fingers, the finger bends look not weird. Which I'm still struggling with, as you can see. Has any artist ever told you that hands are really hard to draw? I happen to be in that camp. I don't know. There's also artists who are like, hands, not a big deal, we can handle them. So more power to those artists. Like, very impressive. And there's a lot of guides. I've watched a couple of tutorials on like, well, here's how you break down a hand so you can draw a lickety split. But for yours truly, I would say they still come off as a bit of a struggle. And this part I'm annoyed. Like, I really do feel like I drew the belt and the magazine better on my first go, so... Hey, there's a classic tune. Toby Fox's favorite, This is Megalomania, not Vania. Megalomania from... I think it's pronounced... well, actually, hey, there's this image, actually, that for this song has the kanji, the katakana. It's Live Alive, not Live Alive, as I may have wanted to say in the past. It's Live Alive, Raibu Araibu. What can I say? Banger song. They were cooking on that soundtrack. What is this line? What the hell was I drawing there? That's weird. I think I just like scribbled something randomly there. Something like that, I guess. I think the seam also looked better on the first go, but again, what are you gonna do? But I think we've caught up to where I had got them before my snafu happened. So that's good. Ooh, what's this jungle beat? Hold on. This sounds like Donkey Kong. It is, but it's from Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS/Wii U, the fourth one. Donkey Kong jungle level, of course. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect Donkey Kong energy. I really would like to play Bonanza, but in this case, I can't justify myself buying a whole new console just for this one game. Make no mistake, Donkey Kong, if I haven't mentioned in the past, he is kind of my guy in the Nintendo roster. The Donkey Kong Country games are my favorites out of those old Nintendo games, so Donkey Kong always warms my heart up. And I'm really come around on his redesign that they made for Bonanza. Like, initially I was like, I don't know, but it is true that the OG Donkey Kong, his like expression, he's not super expressionate, he's not super emotive with his like expression. He's got that huge caveman forebrow. So like, kind of always has a little bit of the same expression. So they really like made him way more emotive for Bonanza, and I'm really happy with that, ultimately, from what I've seen. I don't know if I'm like committing like resting bitch face erasure here by being like, I like this more than the previous, always grumpy, always slightly grumpy looking Donkey Kong. I don't know. I do apologize in advance. Alright, that's alright. Oh, there should be a little sticky point there. There we go. There we go. I was about to say, hey, we're almost done with this image, but I gotta do the like kind of dark shading still, so I'll try to figure out where to, like, put those then. Ooh, is that too much squish there? I don't know. Sorry, I watched the anatomy review stream from Nanashi Mume a while ago, and there was a lot of talk about DOS squish, so it's kind of on my brain there a little bit. Man, this song goes places, right? Wow. This is a really good song. Actually, gotta remember to listen to it sometime. I think this should curve more like this. I drew it a little too bottom heavy here. That line should be like that then. I think this should also be a little bit more like that. Like, yeah. And like that, I think. Alright, let's make another save, since now I'm all paranoid about that. Is this Zelda music? It was! Like, it's from Spirit Tracks, which I've never played, but it just had that iconic Zelda energy, so I got it. We've been recording for an hour and a half. If I hadn't snafu'd, we'd be done now, and I'd already be working on either Spider-Man or Wolverine, but... oh well. This is how it's gotta be, you guys. So yes, we're technically not done here, because I still need to... well, fix some of the line art. Right there, you know. We need to do a little bit of that, like, shading here. And this is tricky, because, like, her whole outfit is black, so I kind of want to, like, paint the whole thing black, you know, the whole outfit. So what I've done here is I've reduced opacity so we can fill that in, and I can kind of erase the parts I want to be... visible, you know? And we'll see how we do with this. Right? Like, this is a proper challenge for yours truly. Ooh. Is there a little random blue line there? Hold on. This is Back to the Future music. Oh, it's from, of course, it's from Telltale's Back to the Future game. Oh. Awesome song from Nobuo Uematsu coming up after this one, if it wins the vote, which I strongly suspect it will, so let's go. Yes, it's You're Not Alone! The legendary song. Come on, guys. There we go. Got all the parts dark that I want. I'm gonna erase some of these mistakes. This is, of course, the legendary song from soundtrack of Final Fantasy IX, one of the hardest hitting scenes where this plays. There's a scene with some really complicated emotions, and it's kind of amazing how well they are captured by this song. in that part. So yeah, all the respect to Nobuo's work with FF9 soundtrack. I forget which one he says he thinks is his favorite. I wouldn't be shocked if it's this one. Alright, so really quickly what this looks like. Really quickly what this looks like at full. She's just blurb. Yeah, we can't have an image like that, obviously. So we're gonna have to erase stuff heavy-handedly from here. These straps might be a good idea. Like that. Make the gun visible there. Oh, it's over already. Dang it. Oh, sweet. This is from Sonic and the Black Knight. Man, we're getting some real killer Zogs today. Wow. Oh, very nice, very nice. So now, if you look at this, it's kind of coming along, but I still think I gotta be... be more aggressive here with the erasing. Yeah, I don't know how people, ink artists, do like really like dark colored characters, like how they manage that, you know. Try to erase kind of like the edges of everything, give like an energy of like what was going on there. No, not there. Hold on. Erase the seam there. Let's erase also those little Metal Gear Solid lumpuses there. So aggressive still, despite everything, you know, the darkness of it. You know, she's got basically a black outfit. She's a Black Widow. She's gotta have a really dark outfit, I feel like. So how exactly I do that, I don't know. Well, I'm thinking I might color some of these kind of folds in her clothes to be white. In which case I might actually, hold on, color that black again. Gradient Historia music from Yoko Shimamura. Now we're talking. That's a cool. Oh yeah, let's have the Widow Stinger should be visible, I feel like, so. Guess something like that? That was a wrong tool. That was a paint tool. Do it like that. Oh yeah, the straps for those as well. And of course the Widow Stingers on this side as well. But for them, I might do a little bit of painting like this. Okay. I might cheat and like leave it like a little bit like not full dark, you know. So that, like, you know, kind of like tell, you know, the shapes underneath. Maybe, I don't know. But, you know, it's not looking terrible, wouldn't say. What is this music? Nice and Izuna. I've never heard of a game called Izuna. It sounds pleasant. Streaming for an hour 40 minutes? Yeah, we're gonna just do Black Widow today, and next time we're gonna draw some of the other fellas then. Because we just don't have the time. A little bit of shading here for her here. A little bit of that energy there, you know. Maybe I got a little See what I'm going for there. Let's get rid of a little bit of that in those parts. No, I don't know about that. Let's back off from that one. Right, so, but yeah, as I was saying, what I might want to do is some of these crinkles in her outfit. We might want to color white. Not that part, though. So that, you know, they pop out just a little bit more. Pop out a little bit more. In her outfit here. So let's see now. We need to do something about this gun here, right? Because like, whoopsie, you cannot see contours of the gun very well. What the? Huh? What's happening here now? Okay, right, I had the correct setting on. I just don't know what went wrong there when I was trying to... Is there really that much dark bits there? Let's... There's a little bit of wrinkles there on the holster for the gun. Actually, way more aggressive. It's just kind of... It's just supposed to be kind of shaded leather there, you know? Yeah. As far as first attempts go, I guess it's alright. For trying to, you know, ink a character whose, you know, primary color is black. But, you know, could have also been better, like, for sure. Ooh, I don't think, yeah, those lines should be black there. But they could be white here-ish, you know? Ooh, that looks weird. Nope. No. Kind of like that little give it there, though. Actually, yeah, actually enjoying the, like, how dark she looks. Actually, like, the black actually kind of works nicely here. I might actually leave it rather aggressively black shaded like this. I kind of dig the look of it. Ah, ooh. Can't, no, don't cut the entire layer. What the hell? Yeah, that's what I like. That line there. Like, I wanted like a little bit of like wrinkles in her like outfit. but like maybe, I don't know, just like a little seam going down there. Yeah, actually, I like this look actually quite a bit. I'm gonna really go with this bold look here. There we go. This clip is not looking super good. I'm really happy with how that clip turned out there, but whatever. It kind of looks like she's got something on her belt. I guess it's fine. Yeah, I think Black Widow's done. Only thing, those couple hairs there look a little weird. So still thinking about her other eye, though. The one that's really giving me the trouble here. What if I do it? I started the wrong clip. I feel like I could still fix this eye somehow. Ah, I had the wrong tool on. I had the lock on. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think we're going to say that's pretty good. And let's soak it in real quick. Damn, this is funky music. Which one's this one now? Oh, it's Vert's music, of course. This is Mighty Switch Force 2. Beautiful. Glad we got one Vert song today. I'm struggling to tell the gun here. I'm not 100% sure. That's why I'm like a little bit of... erasing here so you can see the strap better and the gun. I think you get the idea. I think we're gonna say job well done, everybody. I fixed my catastrophe, and that's gonna be Black Widow for today, everybody. So yeah, that's all. Like I said, I gotta go now rest, so that's all I can handle on my bum. Oh, nice. Fix that bit real quick. Yeah, I'm noticing still mistakes here, but yeah. Now, sadly, again, because of my snafu, we did not get to do hold on. Go. Looking good. Yeah, we did not get to do... What did we not get to do? Next character. Right, yes. Sadly. So I would have liked to, do the next guy. Or start them at least. But, yeah, again, circumstances were what they were, so we're just going to have to call it there. Can I still... Hold on. Yeah, well, I'm still coming up with stuff to fix here. A little bit more of that filling to that eyebrow there. But I think we'll accept that as the finished image. And yeah, oh yeah, ultimately I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I keep saying that I'm done. This is the finished image, but then I notice stuff. I'm like, still can make some fixes here. that, I guess. Yeah. Alright, we'll call it there. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I'm happy with that. So yeah, thanks for joining us today, everybody. Whether you watched this live or you dropped in to watch the VOD later on, it was much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my belly aching over my mistake there wasn't too bad. But yeah, tomorrow's when I generally stream. I'm not sure yet. I might stream tomorrow again. But the thing is, I might want to play some Super Robot Wars again, finally. So I will meditate on whether we play Super Robot Wars or we come back for more Marvel sketching. Because, you know, we're halfway done here, so... Got 4 out of 8 characters done, so... you know, gotta keep pushing when I can get the next guys done, hopefully in May, you know? Or maybe I'll get a chance to do it already still next week before we move to May. But the point is, you know, gotta get this boat rolling with some new sketches in the near future. But we'll figure it out. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a good one, everybody. I will catch you all in a future stream, alright? Okay, bye!